still rich. But what I would really like, and I'm
How you doing, guys?
is if I could have $500,000 to invest on my own.
Great to have you here. And yeah, my name's Mark. I'm just getting the camera sorted here.
Something that I really
Yeah, so welcome to all you 769 Camino Fight for Your Lifers. You know, Fight for Your Life campaigners. And I think, you know, why am I here? What am I doing here? You know, when I came across this group, I was really interested in it, but I didn't really know what it was all about, you know. And I seen Lee, and I seen Richard getting involved, and I seen a few others, and these were guys that I would come across on Facebook, and I would see what they were posting, you know, and it was all positivity, it was all good mindset, resilience, determination, you know, all that really good stuff. And so just a little bit about me, like why I got involved, you know. About 15 months ago, I was on my knees, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and I really wasn't in a good place at all. I really wasn't. And to the point where I had become homeless. I was in the height of my alcohol addiction, and literally I was decimated. You know, I thought that was it. It was game over. And at one point, I actually contemplated throwing myself into the Liffey. I thought that'd be it. And I was lucky that I got into a recovery program, and they brought me in for 3 months. And they told me that it was okay to be okay, and it was okay to not be okay. So what I decided to do in there, just give us a sec. Can you turn off the TV? What I decided, or what I'd learned, was that that every choice I had ever made in my life had brought me to the point that I was at. You know, every decision I'd ever made. And now I think 99% of all those decisions were subconscious decisions. You know, I didn't consciously go out and decide that one day I wanted to be homeless. Didn't want to do that. That wasn't a conscious decision. It just happened. It was kind of like automatic. And I'd gotten to the point where I realized that my thinking was making me sick. And when I realized that, I began to ask myself, you know, is it possible that my thinking could make me well? And that led me on a path, let's call it self-discovery, where I had to actually sit down and begin to actually think about what I was thinking about. And you know, that was really, really uncomfortable, because I'd never actually done that before. I never meditated. I never actually sat down in a quiet spot and kind of listened to all the stuff, all the chatter that was going around my head. And when I did that, the more I did it, the more I realized all the chatter that was going around my head was all negative, completely negative. So I said, right, what am I going to do about it? How am I going to change this? You know, and I began to kind of look at people, you know, that had kind of done all, you know, really great things in their lives, and how they'd actually changed the situation that they were in. And one of the big kind of guys that had a huge effect on me was a guy called Viktor Frankl, who was a guy, you know, who survived World War II in the concentration camps. And I remember when I was on my knees, I didn't think I could actually do this for myself. I actually really didn't, you know. So I had to look for something outside of me to focus on, to want to be around for, in the same way that he did. And it was the love of my son. It was wanting to be around for him as he grows up, gets his first girlfriend, gets his first car, goes to college, buys a house, has his own family, you know, and maybe one day even babysit. And so that was my motivating factor to get sober and stay sober. And so that, as I said, that led me on a path of self-discovery. So where everything really started to change for me was with gratitude. Because up until that point, I had never been grateful for anything in my life. Nothing, you know. You know, I had the fast cars, I had a great job, I had lots of money and all that, but it wasn't grateful, or I didn't appreciate any of it. I really didn't. And so I began to ask myself, like, and consciously sit down and ask myself, what am I actually grateful for today? You know, and for me, after living on the streets, and everybody's experience of gratitude can be different, but for me, it was actually waking up in a nice, warm, clean bed, clean sheets, having wooden floors that I can actually put my feet on and stretch my toes out in the morning, the hot water in the shower, the electricity to heat the water in the shower, being able to go into a kitchen, put water in the kettle, you know, make a cup of tea, you know, stuff like that. And that kind of really progressed for me when I started, you know, giving elevated emotions to the things that I was grateful for. And the more I was grateful for the things that I had, the more things that started to manifest themselves in my life. Like such as, I started a new job on the 16th of February last year. I'm an IT consultant. And I hadn't worked for 9 months. And I was given a job at a lovely bank in town, and I've been working with them ever since. And, you know, that's going really, really well. And, you know, on the 6th of, and it was Monday, this week just gone, they renewed my contract for next year. And, like, you know, I was like, I was literally in tears. You know, the amount of good things that have happened to me in the last year. But it wasn't all the things that have happened to me. It wasn't just because I just woke up in the morning, you know, and these things started happening. I had to put in action. You know, I had to put in hard work. You know, I really had to, each and every day. You know, even when I was like unemployed last year, you know, I was getting up at 7:30 in the morning. I was practicing gratitude. I was doing affirmations. I was going onto YouTube, finding guys like Dr. Joe Dispenza, who absolutely brilliant, you know, Wayne Dyer, you know, all sorts of fellas like that really kind of, you know, set a light bulb going off in my head. I still do that today. And, you know, the app that Lee has put together on the board is the 769 Camino. There's huge amount of stuff in there. And, you know, I really only seen today, you know, the gratitude lists, the what you call it, the things that we can do in the morning. You know, it's all action based. And the great thing that I love about the group that we have, that we're all so supportive. We push each other, we motivate each other, we drive each other. You know, and I know we're all from different walks of life. We all kind of do different things, and, you know, but we're all there for each other. And that's what, for me, that's what this group is all about. You know, I do my job during the day. I do that between 8 and half 4, but that's not my passion. You know, that's not what drives me in life. That's great, you place my apartment here. buys me clothes, pays for food, pays bills, and that type of stuff. But my purpose in life, you know, is trying to be the best dad that I can possibly be to my son in any given day and at any given moment. For me, that's what it's all about, and helping others. And if I can, through my own experience of where I was completely on my knees to getting where I am today, you know, where I am today, that's not a stopping point. There's still an awful lot further to go, and with all of your help, hopefully I'll get there. But if I can help somebody with my experience, you know, to overcome something that they're going through, well, that's just, to me, that just fills my heart just full of gratitude. You know, it really does. You know, and I'm a firm believer in that. Like, you know, if we're not here to help each other in this life, you know, and in this group, what's the point in being here? You know, like, for me, it's all about trying to be the best possible version of myself that I can be today. And from the moment I get up in the morning, at 4:30 in the morning, to come onto the 5 a.m. club, that's it. It's all about trying to be the best version of myself that I can be. And if I can help others along the way, brilliant. You know, I had the pleasure of meeting Nikki today, our yoga instructor, at 7 a.m. You know, what a fantastic woman, you know. And I'm looking forward to meeting all of yous. And I have, you know, aromatherapy oils on the way from Noel, and thanks very much, Noel. And you know, and I was able to give Nikki a few photo frames, you know, that I kind of make, and that's like, again, I'm just going to, for me, it's about finding, you know, your purpose and meaning. And from the moment I get up in the day, it's all about just, my purpose is trying to be the best dad that I can possibly be to my son. And the only way I can do that is by trying to be the best possible version of myself that I can in any given day. Now, I'm not perfect. Nobody is. I'll have, you know, not so good days. You know, but on those days, when I'm not having good days, I now know where I'm going wrong. I'm not being grateful, and I'm not trying to help others. And through me helping others actually helps me. It really, really does. And you know, I'm really looking forward to this journey that we're all going to go on together. You know, where we're going to end up, I don't know, but I just know it's going to be a great place. You know, it really is. You know, we're all a fantastic bunch of people. And I had done yoga this morning. I was sitting here, it's like lying on the floor in a pair of shorts. It was brilliant. Do you know what I mean? Seriously, doing yoga at 7 o'clock this morning. I never thought I'd be doing that. Seriously, you know. And I was on to Nikki, like, what do I wear? I was like, is this all lycra? It's just a pair of shorts, Mark. Grand, you know. And I'm really looking forward to getting into the Reiki and getting into all the physical exercise. You know, that's one of the things I need to work on. You know, put on a bit of weight through COVID and all that type of stuff, and I'm sure we all have. And you know, I could use an awful lot of pointers on that, and working on my nutrition. You know, lately since I moved into this apartment 4 or 5 months ago, I'm just bagels, and, you know, and real butter. And I need to kind of work on that. I need to find a more balanced diet, and I know all you guys are going to help me with that. And it's, all the stuff is there in the app. It's, again, action. For me, I just have to use it. You know, that's it. I just have to use it and apply myself to it. And, you know, so I think, listen, guys, that's really it from me. Do you know what I mean? I hope you are all having a great evening, and I can see you all. Maybe we have there 14. I can't see any of you anyway. I'm on the phone here. And, yeah, I'll pretty much leave it at that. And, yeah, so maybe Lee might be able to come in. If I can click finish, or I don't know what to do here, I'll just click finish. Or do I do that? Not too sure. we go.